Hi everyone, it's Paula from Fancy Like That Wreath. I thought today I would make some lollipops using these, how big are they? Let's see, I just call it the number, well, 12 piece, 1.8 inch or 45 centimeters. Styrofoam ball, the smooth ones, because you'll need to be putting paint on these, so those that are super porous would not work. And then also, I'm making some that are 1.3 inches, the smaller ones, which are really like, kind of like the size of the Tootsie Roll Pops that we used to have. I don't know if they're still around, but I'm gonna make some of those. And I just thought I would get on here and start it up. I'm using, it's called Pop Dot tape, and it is from the dollar store. It's tape that I'm going to use. It's double-sided tape. I'm going to use it around the middle, and there's a little line around the middle. If you follow that, you'll have a somewhat even line, but at least it gives us something. But first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a skewer into, this kind of the things you use for barbecue or whatever, into the middle, not where the line is, because you're going to be using that as part of the lollipop. But I think I'll sit it down here and just push a hole in there with the skewer up maybe halfway where the ball is, and then take it back out. And then we're gonna put a little bit of glue, which, hold on, I didn't even turn on my glue gun. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to plug in my glue stick. So I just got home from shopping for my granddaughter's birthday, which is tomorrow, the 7th of, she'll be 7 on the 17th of August. So what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of glue on the point of this skewer, skewer, and then I'll just put it back in the hole I already previously made, push it up, and let it dry. And it takes a minute for it to set up, and then I just kind of wipe off the glue at the bottom that kind of squeezes out. It won't really matter at this point, but see, that line's still not straight, so I may not have a perfectly straight line. I'll try. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to, because this one is a kind of like a medium size ball in comparison to the small one, and then there's some bigger ones, but this right here from Dollar Tree has 3 sizes, the very thin, and then there's a thicker one here for even bigger ones you can use, and then this is kind of in the middle range, so I'm going to use that. So all you do, it's got a cover on the top of it for the double side, but it doesn't on the inside, so once you stick it, you stick it. So I just kind of start right in the middle of that little teeny line where they put the 2 half circles together when they made it. I'm assuming that's how they did it. And then I just kind of follow it around and kind of press it with my thumb. Okay, not bad, I hope. And then you have to cut as close as you can so it's snug up against the other one, but if you overlap it, it kind of makes a little bump, which I've done because I just started making these yesterday. So then you just kind of squeeze it together. I don't know if you can see the line, but kind of push it down a bit, make sure it's stuck there firmly. Now, doesn't that look like a Tootsie Pop? A bigger Tootsie Pop though than we had, but it's cute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make this one blue and just take off. You cannot paint over this kind of plasticky stuff over the double-sided tape, because that's really all it is. And you take that off because the paint will not adhere to this. So you just throw that out and then you can start painting. Now, this is acrylic paint. It's chalk paint. Let's see, it's the home decor, folk art home decor, and it's a matte color, but you will probably need to do 2 coats. And per the bottle of paint, it says you have to dry it 2 hours prior to the second coat. So what I did yesterday, or really last night, it was after my live, I decided to do a few more things after we had gone shopping. I kind of started fiddling with these. So I did paint a few and let them dry. And then after I do this first coat of the blue, I'm going to go back to the ones that I already made or started painting, and I'm going to put the second coat on. And then 2 hours later, then I'll be able to, what I'm going to do is just glitter it, and it will look, I think it's going to look really, really cute. And you can use these for decorating. I'm going to use them in a wreath as, you know, probably maybe a candied, kind of a Candyland wreath. But I kind of want to make as many of my own decorations as I can and have time for at the moment. And maybe someday I won't have the time. And if that means that our business kind of kicks up a bit, that would be great. Then I'd be able to buy from other people that make attachments, amazing attachments. And believe me, I do buy attachments. Just on these simple ones, you know, I try to make some of them. Number one, because it's kind of fun. And number two, the materials do not cost as much if you do it yourself, generally speaking. But I have a gingerbread wreath to get started it's for Christmas for a client and a friend. And I had to get started on that. I ordered, you know, some gingerbread items, and I definitely ordered from someone that makes wreath attachments. And let me tell you, the gingerbread is so cute. Actually, it's a family. I just don't know if I can get all 3 of them in the wreath, but she apparently has some decor, Christmas decor, that's centered around gingerbreads. So she wanted a wreath to kind of put in the center of it on the wall inside the home. So I'm really excited to do it. I think it's going to be really cute. I'm going to use some probably red and white mesh, maybe a little bit of green. Not sure yet, but I've got tons of attachments, so I'm probably going to be making more than one gingerbread, and maybe I'll put one in the shop. Unless somebody wants to buy it before I finish it, perhaps I'll do one on live. That would be cool. Okay, so I've pretty much got the first coat, and it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to be putting glitter on it, but this is how it looks so far. But doesn't it look like a lollipop? I think it's so cute, or a Tootsie Pop. I think it's cute. And then of course you can decorate the stick with either colored straws, or you could wrap material around it, whatever you want to do. And you could probably put other things besides glitter on it. So I'm going to let this dry, and I'm going to show you a couple of the other ones that I made last night. I put it in a little basket so that they'll stand up straight. Here's a pink one, and here's a yellow one, different size, you can see. So I'm going to be putting, see there's a little gap, one of my first ones, a little gap. That's why it's so important to put the tape as close as possible. I don't know how I'll be able to cover that. Maybe the glitter will get in there and cover it up, I'm not sure. But I'm going to put second coats on here. I also have a green, if I can reach it, a green one. I also made a small one of the green, but they all need a second coat. So that's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. And I will come back on once I start doing the glitter. so that you can take a look at that also. Thank you guys so much. Hi, I'm back. It's several days later, but I haven't been feeling great. Plus today is Sunday, the 20th, and waiting for the hurricane to hit California. We're in Southern California, but I think we're just gonna get rain. We have rain right now, and you can tell the weather's really weird. It's been weird since yesterday, and so we're waiting for that. But I think I'm going to finish up my little lollipops. They're completely dry now, so I've got the yellow, blue, green, pink, and then the darker pink or hot pink. And so I'm going to hopefully sparkle them. I've never done this before, so I'm going to turn this down so you can see it better. But I'm going to Mod Podge, and I've got the sparkle Mod Podge. I don't want it to be flat, but I don't really think it matters. Oops. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna put some Mod Podge on it. It's gonna help the sparkle or the glitter stick. I think I'll start with a small one. See how that goes. Just putting the Mod Podge on. Here, I put some in the lid and I'm using the container. Brilliant. But I just kind of want to see how these are going to come out, if they're going to be sparkly, because I think they would look really cute in a wreath, a kind of maybe a Candyland wreath type thing. That's kind of what I'm making them for. I've been trying to make some of my own products, but I don't know if I should do this piece by piece, but we will see if that works. So, okay, I'm gonna open up my iridescent and see how it comes out. Getting it on the top, I hope, and capturing the extra on a plate so that I can reuse, so I'm not wasting. Okay, let's see. It looks pretty glittery. Of course, the Mod Podge has to dry, but I think that's gonna work. So I'm just gonna stand it up in this little basket of mine that I have tools in and go to the next one. That was relatively simple. So I guess this is gonna be the easy part. I guess with the bigger ones I might do like the top half and then the bottom half so that the Mod Podge doesn't dry on me, so that I can make sure that I get glitter on all the areas. But these little ones, I think I can do the whole thing at once, as long as I don't linger on doing the Mod Podge. And then I will probably do a Mod Podge over the top, or maybe a clear spray. But you got to remember, with sprays, certain elements don't mix well with foam or styrofoam, so it will eat it right up. I had that experience on some little filler balls. I was spraying some clear spray on my mesh, and I had the balls already on the mesh. Big mistake. So I had to replace the balls after I sprayed, which thank goodness was not a huge deal. So Just putting on the middle part, or the kind of just twisting it around, and to make sure I get the top. And the bottom. Kind of have a heavy hand sometimes, so I'll get some spots, looks like a little more, but boy, does that make a difference from just the paint. So okay, look at that. That looks so cool. So second one done. I think I'll do a little bit bigger one to see how that works out. Maybe a pink one. Let's do a pink one. Okay. Mod Podge, or any adhesive I think that you probably could use that would work, that dries clear, of course, so that all you're gonna see when it's dry are the sparkles, the glitter. But these are very simple to make. So if you wanted to make some of your own wreath attachments or your decorations for a party, a kid's party would be great. Although you'd have to make sure they knew that they were faux and fake and weren't edible. But for decorations, that would be so cute, I think. Doesn't take time for this last step, that's for sure. Now I haven't tried the colored glitter because I don't know if that would give the right sparkle. I guess I could try the green on the green and see if that works. I don't have any pink glitter, so I wouldn't want to try any other color because that would just color the, I don't think it would be so good. Okay, oops, that looks a little lumpy. Okay. So simple, you guys. You could do this easily. If I can do it, you certainly can do it. Okay. So once I finish all of these and they dry, I'll tape just the end of it just to show you how they look once they're dry, and then I will post the video, and hopefully that will help anybody out that has never made anything like this. Of course, this is my first time doing these in particular, but I've already made the other types of lollipops, a circular, I don't know, yeah, well, these are circular too, but that is so pretty. I love pink. Doesn't that look cute? Looks like a Tootsie Pop, a bigger Tootsie Pop than you get, but anyway, I'm gonna finish these up. I know you don't want to see it over and over and over, the same thing, but I will be back once they are finished and dried.